Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Blades of Avernum. I'd say what happened last episode, but we basically completed a scenario at long last. And now it's time to move on to a new scenario. And the next one I'm going to do is also by Calandon, called Nobody's Heroes. And you may be wondering, why do I have these different characters on display here? Well, the reason for that is, I took a look in the README, and it says that this scenario, which is marked as any for availability of stuff, what it basically said is that it tends to assume a certain kind of party setup, due to the way the dialogue works and such. And its suggestion was the first guy being a level 1 warrior, a level 1 male warrior, the straight man, the regular guy, the basic kind of person. The second character also being a male warrior, but the more tough, silent, grunty, scratch burp kind of warrior. I think I made him a berserker. The third one is meant to be a female mage. I left her a cleric, and she's the teenager, giggly type of person. And the fourth one, a male mage of the grumpy, serious type. So here we have Chester, Goroth, Natalie, and Laurent. We're going to send them into Nobody's Heroes and see what the hell is going to happen. Also, it was suggested that a lot of the comedy comes from the area descriptions, whatever the hell that means, and that I should keep my eye on the left side of the screen for the humor. Again, whatever the hell that means. Anyway, without further ado... Oh, wait, no, I didn't want a new party. I wanted Enter Scenario. So, let's go to Nobody's Heroes. Fortune and Glory! Or something. You shall be heroes. This was the thought in your head a short while ago when you first began dreaming of going on an adventure with a few stout companions. You have courage, and sword skill, and dashing good looks. Many began with less. Thus, with visions of fair maidens and terrible dragons in your head, you gathered together a group of like-minded individuals, other brave souls with swashbuckling spirits and glory in their destinies. Or, well, you really just went to a tavern and hired the only people who would talk to you, but they seem good enough, at least for now. You have set out from Stocktown, heading towards Pleasant Town. You have heard that it is a land of great adventure, and many quests of tremendous importance are to be found there. Or at least maybe some goblins, so you can gain a few levels before you really get to the big stuff. The journey has already proven to be somewhat underwhelming. And so our story begins. Okay, here we are. What the... Okay, we appear to have crashed. Never mind, we didn't crash. We just happened to have a pop-up here. Welcome to Nobody's Heroes. Please note that this scenario assumes that you are using a party fairly near the default starting party. For the plot to make the most sense, your characters should conform to the following specifications. First character, a level 1 male fighter. You, for all intents and purposes. Sincere, the straight man. Second character, also a level 1 male fighter. A brute. Says little, mostly burps and scratches. Third character, a level 1 female. Probably a mage. Teen-aged, giggles a lot. Fourth character, level 1, probably a male wizard of some sort. Serious but grumpy. You are welcome to play with any party you like, but most of the dialogue will assume you have this party. Also, I've made no effort to fix potential bugs that would appear only for high-level parties. Finally, for full effect, sounds should be on. Okay. Done and done. I'm just going to pass these various things over here. There we go. Alright. On your journey, you stop for a bite to eat. The four of you pull up chairs. You think that now might be a good time to engage your fellow travelers, your good friends, your buddies who would die for you and you for them, in conversation. So, what is the real meaning of life? What do you think, Goroth? Okay. Realizing that your first effort did not go as well as you might have liked, you try again. Well, how about you, Natalie? You know what I've always wondered? Like, when it, rains, oh my god, and it's, so wet, why doesn't the sun go out? Undaunted, because you figure who the hell needs daunts, you turn to your third comrade. Well, what do you think about the meaning of life, Laurent? Oh, don't start with me, Chester. I've been marching 3 steps behind you for who knows how long in these parched hills. Leave me be. Well, your faithful companions, your best friends in the whole world, the people who would die for you and you for them, were never really much for conversation anyway. You finish your meal and get ready to go. Along the road to the west, if the reports of passers-by are to be believed, there's a town nearby. The prospect of a real bed in an inn, no matter how simple or basic, is one you cannot pass up at the moment. Well, I can see what they're trying to go. I can see what they're trying to go with this one. Oh, we are going to be so out of our depth, aren't we? Oh, goody. But at least it's going to be more comedic out of our depth, and not what the fuck out of our depth. That's back the way you came. There's nothing interesting back there. Okay then, this way. East Bay. You proceed down the road to the nearest town, ready to rest in a proper bed for the first time in days. Your companions provide encouraging words. Are we there yet? Goroth tired. As our articulate friend has noted, we need rest. Are you planning? Whoa! Silence, mortals. I am the messenger of Parapus the Archmage. Tremble before me. The skeletal creature rasps in threatening tones at you. Beware, adventurers who seek the treasure of the Archmage. You are known to him, and he is watching. Something about this seems off, but the Lich continues. Yea, for the Master is great and powerful beyond compare, and... Bored now. Excuse me? I said I'm bored. I'm too tired to listen to you rambling on about your master. I need to get to an inn snappy. The Lich does not seem to like this. What's your tone, Michael, or I'll... What did you call me? Michael! Are you not the party of Genest, Fisker, Frr, Ariana, Frederick, and... In case you can't count, Skullbrain, you just named 6 people. There are 4 of us. The Lich quickly pulls a piece of paper out of his tattered robes and scans it over, mumbling to himself. At the entrance to the valley, yes, right place, right time. Ragtag band of newbie adventurers, check, all good. 6 adventurers, nope. He looks up. I think I have the wrong group. What were the odds that 2 parties were going to enter this area at the same time? Never mind, carry on. My bad. I'm not sure whether to be relieved or insulted. Okay. I'm already getting amused. Is there an option to slow down cutscene speed? Yes. Yeah, slow the speed a bit. Okay. I'm already kind of liking this. Let's hope the comedy keeps up like this. Yeah, I don't need to explore all this, but I am anyway. Shut up. So I have problems with that. So sue me. I'm a completionist, damn it. Oh look, that must be the town. South Pleasant Town, North Dan's Village, West Land of Oaks, East Stocktown. These are very silly names. Well, let's head to, what was it, Pleasant Town? Nope, didn't mean to go in there. This cave smells like goblins, and one of the members of your party is deathly afraid of goblins. You cannot force it to enter unless you have a compelling reason to do so. Okay. Kinda near Pleasant Town. Okay, that must be what he meant by bits of the description related, bits of the comedy related to that. Welcome to Pleasant Town. Okay, they're going to be commenting throughout this whole thing. I am mildly amused by this. Also, I kind of approve. Kinda. I mean, they don't need to be doing it that often. Nice tree design. Before you stands a lovely 19-year-old girl with brown hair and green eyes. She hums idly to herself as she wanders in no particular direction, giggling softly to herself. A small brownish bird with a red patch on its chest lands on her shoulder and she chirps at it briefly. It chirps back. She giggles and it flies off. How odd. What is your name? My name is Evelyn, the girl replies. Isn't your name Robin? No, my name is Evelyn. I'm a woman of mystery. No, seriously, your name is Robin. That's the title of your dialogue. That means it's your name. Robin thinks that's silly. Evelyn thinks that's silly. Oh no. It's not that I'm a compulsive liar. It's just that it's fun. It's not that I ever killed anyone or anything. Oh dear. I'm going to migrate south with the other robins. Flap, flap. She starts walking away, waving her arms. Seems unlikely that you're going to learn anything useful from this strange girl. Fourth wall breaking. Okay, definitely like that. Okay, I think I'm going to like this. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that either. Okay, enough with the going outside thing. Pretty Park Tweeting Bird. Okay, looks like there's an inn over there, which is probably where we're supposed to go. So let's look at the other places first. Little homes. I didn't actually make anyone with any lockpicking skill, so hopefully no doors are locked. Okay, it's just a bunch of houses and the like. The Pleasant Town Inn. Ah, an inn, where the weary can rest. It looks well kept and clean, and the patrons appear friendly. Or at least they're friendly with each other. The moment that you walk in, everyone begins ignoring you with as much vigor as you've ever seen. Only two people seem inclined to talk to you at all. One behind the bar, and one in the northwest corner who is scribbling notes onto a small pad. The latter greets you from across the room. Hi, I'm Macrone! So then I say... Okay, they're not going to talk to me. But we appear to have Macrone here. Before you can take another step, you hear the clanking of armor and the rustling of robes behind you. 6 heavily armed individuals are coming through the door. You size them up as they enter. They look like adventurers, too, and they're not much stronger than you. Maybe level 5. There are 6 of them, though. They look quite bedraggled and scruffy. You suddenly realize that you probably look pretty scruffy, too. The leader, an axe-wielding, flame-haired man, looks you over very thoroughly, too. Look. You suddenly become conscious of the fact that you are a motley foursome of adventurers. Neither impressive in appearance nor strong in words, you look every bit the newcomer bunch that you are. Their leader nods, recognizing this. Then he barks a word at you. Name! You feel a sudden compulsion to tell this man everything about yourself. Words spill from you without your control. My name is Chester. Goroth. I'm Natalie. I am Laurent. Their leader takes a moment, internalizing this response. Then he barks another word. Job. Again, you feel the compulsion to tell him your life story. We are adventurers. We go on quests and fight monsters and recover great treasure. We're currently looking for our first quest. Hush, Laurent. We are great adventurers. Famous! Their leader again takes a moment to process this reply. He looks a bit skeptical at that last claim. Then, apparently satisfied, he and his entire group march back out of the inn. How odd. That was a reference to Exile, wasn't it? Exile being the game the Avernum games were basically an updated version on. I never played Exile, so I don't know for certain, but it's possible it may have gone the way of, okay, type one-word things into a little box in order to ask certain questions of people, i.e., name to ask them their name, job to find out what they do, and that sort of stuff. That or it was other games. Either way, this man is elderly with graying hair and a short beard, although his exact age is hard to estimate. His eyes look ancient, as though they have seen several lifetimes' worth of events, but his arms and his broad grin are still young and youthful. He is constantly writing everything he sees into a notepad in his hand, and even as he does so, his eyes still search his entire field of view for more information. He must have remarkable multitasking abilities. He greets you with a smile as you approach him. Ah, adventurers! I always enjoy speaking with adventurers. Always have. Who are you? Who am I? Who are you? Can you truly answer that question? His eyes stare penetratingly into yours. I am a crone, a humble journalist. Seeing the lack of recognition in your eyes, he adds, I seek out strange events and uncommon happenings, and I write reports about them. Then I send them to a publisher who distributes them. It is an unusual profession, but not nearly as unusual as when I began. Why do you like talking with adventurers? Oh, it is my job to report on the uncommon and bizarre. Adventurers tend to bring the uncommon and bizarre with them wherever they go, and that makes my job easier. I could talk with you for hours, but unfortunately I do not have the time at the moment. I have a report that I have to finish by tomorrow, and I am just now organizing my notes. Perhaps later I will find the time to interview you. Where's Phaedra? Macron looks incredibly uncomfortable. That is, I really am busy, and I must get to my work. He stubbornly refuses to elaborate. Okay. The innkeeper here is busy pouring drinks. He notices you approach and he nods. What can I do for you, travelers? Excuse me, sir, but may I please have a beverage? That depends. Are you over 21 and do you have ID? ID? Don't I look over 21? You, maybe, but that one, he points to the third member of your party, who smiles innocently. I wouldn't put a day over 16. Over your protests, he slides you all glasses of milk. The other patrons snicker at you. Do you know of any valiant quests that need doing? Valiant quests. Let me see. Valiant quests. Yes, I know of 3. Would you like to hear about the first, which involves a dreadful kidnapping of a beautiful princess, the second, which involves a mysterious wizard in this very inn, or the third, which involves the disappearance of a priceless ring? Tell me about the first, the beautiful princess. Well, a few hours ago, the very attractive young daughter of the wealthiest family in town, a girl named Helena, disappeared. I think she was kidnapped by some ruffian who expected to collect a ransom. She may be tied up, or worse right now, even as we speak. Her family would be very happy to find out what happened to her. The place to start looking is in the forest near here, where ruffians might hide out. Tell me about the second, the mysterious wizard. In one of the rooms over that way, he points northeast. There's a mysterious wizard. He hasn't talked to anyone since he got here. Rumor has it that he's waiting for adventurers to give a great and heroic quest for an artifact of great power. A mysterious wizard? A powerful artifact! This sounds like a quest specially made for you! You should check it out. Tell me about the third, the priceless ring. John over there, he says, pointing to a man sitting with his wife and friend near the entrance to the inn. Lost his wedding ring. If he doesn't find it, his wife is going to kill him. It's a beautiful ring, solid gold with an amazing gem on it. He may look happy right now. He does. John is grinning widely and telling a story to the two sitting with him. But he's really choked up inside. You wouldn't believe the agony he's going through. The innkeeper nods confidently. Can we get a room for the night? For the 4 of you, it'll be 2 rooms, he replies, and before you can argue, he adds, 5 coins each. It's a good price, just pay it. You do. Okay then. Let's see these other rooms. This appears to be a small classroom. The Inn of Pleasantown must occasionally rent out this room to a school or other educational institution. You see a small piece of paper advertising the Review of Princetown, whatever that is. Lab equipment. SAT manual? What? They do grad tests, too. Okay, I see what I meant by the area descriptions. You start reading this book. It seems to contain advice about how to do well on the stupid-ass test offered by the evil testing satans. It is actually quite funny and well written, and it makes you wonder what these classes are like. Who knew that test prep could be fun and irreverent? They do grad tests too. Implement? Okay, I have no idea what that's supposed to be. I'm gonna leave that there. Okay, that just is the beer and such. This townsman is sitting at a table and drinking with his wife and friend. What a nice, pleasant, deceptive facade to hide his deep inner pain that only you can sense. What is your name? My name is John. What's yours? You ignore his question. You're the one asking, after all. Do you have any jobs that need doing? Not really. Look, I don't have any money. Could you leave me alone and go and beg somewhere else? Impossible! I sense great pain in you, great anguish, great suffering. Tell me your pain. Tell me, and release yourself from it. You're really creeping me out now. Please go away. He seems to want to stop talking to you right now. That fool! But your ring. I heard that you lost your ring. Oh, yeah. Well, I did lose my ring, but I don't think it's really somewhere where you can find it. I probably left it in my other pair of pants or something. I don't really need adventurers to look for it. Nonsense! We'll accept this great task and find your ring. Okay. I think I lost it near the, Great Bugbear Cave of... Izo. Why don't you go over there and see if you can find it? The Great Bugbear Cave of Izo? You've never heard of it, but it sounds grand enough indeed. It will be a long journey, but... Wait, from the way his friend is snickering, you think that you might be missing something. But you have no idea what it is. Okay, then. Alright. You have reached your room. What do? We're not gonna rest for the night. We don't need to right now, I don't think. Okay, that's a wizard. So let's speak with the wizard. You approach the mysterious wizard to speak to him. He gazes up from deep within his hood, and as you are subjected to his piercing stare, you notice that he has golden hourglass eyes. What a strange and mysterious person. Great mysterious wizard, do you have a quest for us? He considers for a moment, and then he leans his head back slightly. The room fills with his shrill, unsettling laughter. A quest? For you? No! What makes you think that I'm waiting at this inn for you? No, I'm waiting for some true adventurers, not cheap imitations. Now leave me be. This quest cannot be finished. Sucks for you. Okay. You know what? Fine, let's rest for the night. You break into pairs corresponding to your rooms and prepare for bed. How are you doing, Laurent? Gods, Chester, do you ever stop talking? Just shut up and let me sleep. Meanwhile, in the other room... What do you think, Gorath? Does this fine leather armor make me look fat? Come on, I'm serious. I think it makes my hips look bulgy, don't you? Oh, you're no help. You settle down for sleep. Strange dreams haunt you all night. Dreams of an underground empire of reptile men, and of a soft, sibilant feminine voice calling to you over and over, asking you to finish the mission that has been begun. Then, in the middle of the night... The silence is deafening. You and your roommate leap to your feet, ready to face any intruders. A knocking comes from your door and you answer it. It's the other two members of your party. A lot of that noise came from the room across from us. I don't know what happened. You suppose that you should go check it out. That sounds like a good idea, yeah. You approach this old man to speak to him. He looks at you anxiously as you approach. "Oh, it's you! I was waiting for you." You recognize him from the common room. This is Macron. He has a nasty gash across his cheek that he didn't have in the common room, though, and you notice a few other small wounds too. The fight that just happened must have involved him. "Why were you waiting for us?" "I knew that someone would come after hearing that scuffle, and I guessed it'd be you. I know you've been looking for your first quest." You start to protest. "First, we are experienced adventurers. We defeated the great, fire-breathing weasel of Gale." "Really? I swear." Macron's eyebrows nearly disappear into his white hair. "Sure you did. But I am prepared to offer you a chance at great renown, fortune and glory, or something. You are about to beg him to tell you more, to give you the opportunity that you've been seeking for as long as you can remember, to volunteer for whatever task he will give you. But before you can speak—" "Wait, what do you mean, or something?" "What?" "That's what you said. Fortune and glory, or something. You shouldn't have said that unless you had doubts about our quest." "Laurent, exne on the de estions quay." "I don't understand." "Never mind, you were saying?" "Yes, I've been robbed." He shakes his head in sadness. "A box, worthless but for the priceless artifact that it contains, has been stolen right out of my room. I tried to stop it from happening, but I was overpowered." He shakes his right hand in pain. It is bleeding. "They surely cannot get it open, so its contents are unimportant. I need you to fetch me the box, whole and intact, before they get frustrated and destroy it." "They? Who took it?" "Goblins, I'm sure of it." "It was goblins, I'm sure. It was dark, so I didn't see them clearly, but it must have been at least 4 or 5 goblins." "Goblins? Why does it always have to be goblins?" "I'm scared of goblins." "That's why you're still level 1.
Hey!
Shut up! All of you, shut up! Go on, Macron. "I need the 4 of you to retrieve my box from the goblins. They have a cave just north of here. The box is small and gold-colored, and it has the emblem of a quill on it. I'll reward you handsomely. I'll pay 1,000— I mean, what level did you say that you were again?" You start to bluster again that you're very experienced adventurers, but he waves his hand and scans you magically. "Level 1. Can't be worth more than 100 coins. I'll pay you 100 coins if you return my box to me." 100 coins? What was that, about 1,000 a second ago? You drive a hard bargain. We'll do it for 500. 200. 400 and not a coin less. 300. Final offer. Done! Good. It would be foolish to try to attack the goblins in the middle of the night, so you should wait until morning to go after them. Sleep now. But remember, bring me my box and you will be rewarded. Fame, wealth, or something. Good night, adventurers." Well, okay then. Oh wait, I missed that. I missed some words. "Great mysterious wizard, do you know what happened moments ago in this inn?"
I know, but I'm not telling you. Go away, I'm not up at this hour to deal with you.
Why are you up so late then?
To meet with someone else, obviously. You're not the only one skulking around in the dead of night to have clandestine meetings with the strangers. Don't be so self-obsessed.
This door is locked firmly from the other side. For whatever reason, the innkeeper wants to keep his patrons in their rooms, but he doesn't care to keep intruders out. Go back to sleep. The party splits again, and you go back to sleep. The rest of the night passes dreamlessly. You wake the following morning, ready to face the new day. Okay then. Well, I do want to go ask one thing here. No, nothing there. Alright. Well, I think that's going to be the end of this episode. It's gone on long enough here, and I am already quite entertained. This is going to be fun. Alright, so we have a few quests. We'll do the side quests first. The one with the kidnapped princess and the one with the ring, which I think it looks like we already completed, kinda, sorta. Alright, well, wait, what did that say? The bartender in Pleasant Town Inn said that the daughter of a wealthy family has been missing for some hours. Maybe she was kidnapped. Maybe she is making out in the woods with her boyfriend. We'll check that in a bit. For now, but that'll be all be in the next episode. So until then, I'm Chester44. That is Chester, Goroth, Natalie, and Lauren. This has been a Blades of Avernum Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.